Hello everyone, this is Carly at Crafting with Class, and today I have a really simple Father's Day card to share with you. Here it is. Like I said, really simple. So I started off by getting some of the pieces ready. So first it is the Slimline Windows die from Whimsy Stamps. Then I cut out the different pieces that'll go into that die with patterned paper. I took the Tools Charm and cut it out of two different papers, so like a wood paper and then a brushed silver. And then I cut the Happy Father's Day sentiment many times, several times, because I want to give it a little bit of lift. And then this is the paper pad that is eons old, so I know it's not available anymore. The die, by the way, is from Papertrey ink, and I will leave all of the supplies in the description box below. So I started by creating the base card. So this is a sheet of 8.5 by 7 scored at 3.5 for the size of my Slimline card. I adhered the Slimline Windows die cut with this art glitter glue. Now this is the first time that I have used this glue, and it's very different from my beloved Nouveau Deluxe glue. This is very, very liquidy. So even though I felt like I didn't put a lot on, when I went to glue this down, the glue just absolutely went everywhere, which did not make me happy. But it did dry completely clear, and it was very easy to remove with the gum eraser afterwards, so that was great. But it does take some getting used to, and I don't think I love it, even though I know it's super popular. But I do prefer my Nouveau Deluxe glue. Anywho, back to the card. So I'm trying to figure out the layout of the pieces, and now that I have them where I want them, then I can go ahead and adhere them into the little spaces for each of the sections. And another thing that I noticed when using this glue is that I really didn't need my little glue stand, because like I said, there you can see that I just put it to the side because the glue came out very easily, very liquidy. The viscosity is very different from my Nouveau Deluxe, so I really didn't need the little glue holder. But I did get a new bottle, so yay. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on the little tools. And so I cut them out of like a brushed silver cardstock, and then this like wood grain cardstock, like a wood pattern. So on the parts that I wanted it to be like the wood, like the handle of the hammer, then I just kind of paper piece. So I cut out just that piece and adhered it to the silver section. So there you would see the two-tone, like the silver part of the hammer and then the handle. And I did the same thing with the little saw and the screwdriver. Oh my goodness, you can see I'm not very tooly. All right, so I'm kind of arranging them to see where do I want them to go. I really wanted to pop them up, but I have to mail this card, so I can't put a lot of bulky layers because I have the worst luck with mailing bulky cards, and I've gotten so many back no matter what I do. And I've even contacted Christina Werner, and she said she doesn't have any problems, so I guess it's just me. But when I have to mail these cards, I have to try to keep them as flat as possible, which is not my preferred way of card making. I like to add lots of stuff to the top of my cards, and so keeping them flat is not fun for me. So I'm adhering all these little layers together, and this will make it, pretty solid and not as, bulky. I die cut the father's part out of the same wood paper that I used for the handles of the tools, which I felt kind of tied everything together. So even though I had die cut it out of a different paper, I really do think this was a good choice here. And again, that glue just oozed out, even though I felt like I didn't put a whole lot. But that's okay though. Alright, so now that I have my sentiment and I like how that is looking, I am ready to adhere the little tools onto the panels. So I'm going to just go ahead and put some glue and then adhere them to the little sections. So I put the screwdriver and the little saw in the same space. And I'm adjusting just to make sure the sentiment and all the little tools fit in the right spaces. And I can see that I don't like how the hammer is going to look with the sentiment there, so I switched out the places of the wrench and the hammer, and then I'm going to adhere the wrench and then the little hammer. Okay, so got those down and just adjusting. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere the sentiment down. So glue it all on the back, and then I'm going to put it on to the card. And since there's such intricate lettering on this, I needed to use my paperweight, which is what I like to use to hold my stuff down. So now I'm working on the inside of the card. So I'm stamping a little tool caddy, and then it says thanks for your hard work, and then uncle, because this card is going to my uncle. So now that that's done, I can go ahead and attach it to the inside, again using the glue. And I'm sorry, I don't know why it's so like faded, I don't know. But you can see pictures of what it looks like at the end. Okay, that's it. The card is done. Now on to the Slimline envelope. So you just need an 8.5 by 11 sheet. You want to score at 2.5 and then again at 6.5. You're going to turn your paper and then score the long side at 1.5 and then at 10.5. And I got these instructions to make a slimline envelope from Jenny Card Designs, and she has a great tutorial and even a downloadable sheet that gives you like a visual, like a template of what to do. So you just cut off the 4 corners, really simple. And I have to say, I am so glad and thankful that she posted this, because I almost bought a die to make envelopes, but this is so easy. Like, oh my gosh, I would be like so mad if I had purchased that envelope die, because it's expensive and making them are so easy, like seriously ridiculously easy. So I like to round the corners of both sides of the envelope. The little short flap, I use the 1/4 inch side of the corner rounder. And then for the big flap, I use the 1/2 inch corner rounder. So that is it. Envelope's done. So now you just want to press down on all those score lines with the bone folder. So crease them really well. And that's it. The envelope's done. Easy peasy, right? Like, oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you for posting this, because you saved me some money. This is way too easy to have to need to buy a die. So now all you need to do is add adhesive. So I put down a strip of score tape on the wider side to close it up, and then you need a strip at the bottom to seal the bottom part of it. And then you want to put some score tape at the top when you want to seal the envelope. And I will leave all the information for her tutorial below in the description box, so be sure to check it out. And that's it. My card is done. I'm ready to go into the mail for my uncle for Father's Day coming up on Sunday. So now I will leave you with some close-up shots of the card. Here is the front and the inside. There you can see it much clearer. So Uncle, thanks for your hard work. And thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting on my videos. Stay healthy, and if you want to watch any other of my videos, then I will suggest any of these. Thanks. Until next time. Bye.